Yo, 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 yo. It is DG and CB with another Dolphins nightcap. My boy laced out. Hey, got the Dolphins Scully on and the hoodie ready to rep. Hey, the Dolphins got the Chargers this week. You
Mhm.
know he rocking with Tua. You know he
Wow.
rocking with Tua. You already know what time it is, bro. I know you got Tua over Herbert, bro. I know you got Tua over Herbert. What's good with y'all? Shout out to the homie DG in the building. Let's get it. Let's go. What's popping, my boy?
I don't know, CB. I like Chargers -3.
Oh, come on, bro. You ain't got faith in your Dolphins?
I love my Dolphins, but I can't lose money.
What's it? My
Can't lose
boy say he
money.
like his money better. Hey, and honestly, bro, that Dolphins defense, hey, that Dolphins defense. After bro, we didn't even talk about. So I was on a cruise last week. Shout out to Royal Caribbean. I went on Utopia to Seas last week. Had a great
Mhm.
time, fantastic time, vacation. I needed to get away with the fam. So it was a great experience. But man, I watched the Jets game on the ship, right? Monday night football, watching the Jets game on the ship. We win the Jets game. Cool. We got a dub. DG, I'm tight. I'm excited, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. We found a way. Defense got some turnovers, right? Right? Defense got some turnovers. They showed a little bit. Bro, we get to Carolina, bro. 17-0, bro. Got them down. Defense showing the same kind of life they show early in the Jets game. Hey, creating turnovers, finding a way. Then Carolina just started just taking off, bro. Just, hey, run pounding the rock down our throat. No
Mhm.
homo, bro. And then Miami Dolphins just took it and took it and took it. And I was like, when is this gonna stop? Is this ever gonna stop? And it never stopped. They just kept running it down our throats all game, bro. It's crazy, bro. Nasty work, bro.
Like if you look at the player stats, you would have thought it was a blowout. Like 200 yards rushing. Like, come on, man.
Two
What's his
bro.
name? Dotto? Rico what?
Dowdle,
Come
Rico,
on, man.
Rico, hey,
I give up.
Rico Suave. I don't know what his name is, bro. Hey, they know his name after Sunday though. hey, hey, they know his name after Sunday. That boy put that work in, boy.
Let me tell you something else, CB. Chuba Hubbard out. Not even the starting running back. He's the third string running back technically.
Hey,
Um,
first
yeah,
string, third string,
running back 200
um,
yards.
bruh, it didn't matter. It didn't matter, bro. He was hey, whoever they had running the ball, they was taking off because the offensive line did absolutely. I mean, their offensive line was doing work, bro.
Mhm.
Just mashing us up front. It was nasty. It was nasty. But hey, no, why are we talking about the defense? It's all Tua's fault, bro.
Wait, one
It's
thing to add on the O
it's
line.
all Tua's fault. It does not matter. It's all
No,
Tua's
let me tell
fault,
you
DG.
something. Look, the Carolina Panthers did not have Robert Hunt out there as well. The
Bro,
best O lineman.
they come on, bro. They ain't had nobody out there, bro.
Exactly, and they were still running the ball on us like that.
Bro, they worked us, bro. They worked us. Absolutely swindled the Dolphins defense.
Crazy.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. But hey, it don't matter. DG, it's all Tua's fault. That's all I heard all week. Hey, it's still Tua's fault. It's because Tua can't find a way late in games to get the Miami Dolphins over the hump. Five straight drives, no points. Um, the Dolphins had a whopping. The Dolphins had a whopping 19 rushing yards on the game. 19 rushing yards. 19. Hey, 19 of them things, bro. I think I could have put my son out there and ran him around, like ran him on a jet sweep or something like that. And I feel like he could have got 19 yards rushing, bro. I, I honestly feel like Cam would have ran away from somebody and gotten 18 yards, bro. It's crazy, and that's an NFL team. That's an NFL team that prides itself on having a run game coordinator as a head coach.
Mhm.
Um, and having I mean, they say Mike McDaniels is the best, one of the best play callers in the league, but bro, I've never seen a good play caller run the ball for 19 yards, bro. Like, this is the thing. When you get up 17-0, bro, all you got to do is really run the ball well for the next 3, 4 drives. Just run the ball decently. Run a little bit of clock, sustain some drives, and the game's over. Right? The game should be over, bro. There's no way you let somebody come back from a 17-point deficit unless you just absolutely refuse to run the ball and run the ball efficiently.
But it wasn't working. We have Jonah, the rookie, and on the right side we just got Cole Strange. A lot of
Why? So
injuries
why
already
is it
happened.
not why is it not working though, DG? But
Okay,
see, these are the questions we need. So why is it not working? Maybe are they stacking the box?
it's the development. I think. Like I feel like Jonah's not completely there yet. We got to give him more time than we thought. I think because of like where we drafted him at, we're expecting more out of him compared to if he got drafted in the seventh round. We wouldn't expect too much from him. But now we are because we really need his help on the O line. That's what I think.
But
So all the
honestly,
pressure's on him.
but there is some pressure on Jonah.
Yeah.
There's some pressure on the other guys that are backups on the right side, like Larry Borum. Who else we got? Strange or some? I mean, bro, we got some chumps out there, bro. Like on the O line, we do got some chumps out there.
Yeah.
But even still, you still should be able to run the ball, like, and get 3 to 4 yards every now and then to keep
Hmm.
a drive going, bro. Like Mike McDaniel he just goes away from it, bro, and he doesn't get creative with what we're doing in terms of running the football. It's the same thing, run outside. There's no trap. There's
Hmm.
no counter. There's no power. There's no runs inside. It's always like a something to the outside. Bro, that's not how you play football. That's not how you set the tone. And I just want to see us do something a little bit more simple. Line up in ISO. We got a fullback. We got in goal. We got tight ends. Right? If they're stacking the box, we can stack the box with additional players.
But
Uh,
CB, the personnel that we have is for this scheme
I
specifically, so we can't even gear away towards
but see that I feel like that's an excuse, right?
Mm,
So if so, and that's what people will say. People will say, "Hey, you have a zone scheme offensive line. You
yeah.
can't run gap scheme plays. You can't get downhill, bro." No, they can do it. They did it at college, high school. They did it at other levels, bro. You got to find a way to implement some of that within your offense, or you're just gonna be the same old team that isn't versatile and that can only do one thing, right? And
Mm,
when teams understand, and bro, teams watch film, teams are really like keying in on what you do and what you do well. If you don't show them you can do other things well, they're just gonna sit there and play you like you what you put on film, and they're gonna take it away from you. So you got to get creative and do something different. Mike McDaniel used to be running like inside zone toss. Like we don't even do some of the other stuff that we did well back in the
mm,
day. Like he just has gone away from the run game. And when you go 5 drives straight and you punt 5 drives straight because you can't run the football, bro, it's glaring to me what's wrong with the team. We're
mhm,
not physical up front. We can't stop the run, and we also cannot run the football. It just and with that type of recipe, when you go on the road, when you play in hostile environments, when you play in weather, bro, you're never gonna win. And this Miami Dolphins team right now looks like it's not gonna win anything based on those two big things right there.
mm.
Hey, yeah, we're seeing a live chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Fanatic who was in here first. Appreciate you coming through. Mountie Fins in the building. Shout out to Mountie Fins, my boy in Hawaii. Cliff D in the building says Dolphins are cooked, but Tua is not the big problem. Man, you can't tell the casuals that. You can't tell them that.
You can't
They
tell
are.
Wolfpack that.
You can't tell the Wolfpack that.
No.
The Wolfpack thinks that Tua is the issue, and the Wolfpack has every issue with what Tua is saying in press conferences. I think they're more concerned with his press conferences than his play on the field. But they should be more concerned with the damn defense than these damn press conferences and what Tua is saying. That's what they should be more concerned with. If they're really focused on winning, if the Wolfpack really wants to win, or maybe the Wolfpack just wants to sit back and talk shit, DG. Maybe that's their thing. What you think? You think they're a group who really wants to win football games, or do you think they just want to sit back and wolf and sell
I
wolf
feel
tickets?
like Wolfpack is quietly waiting for a rebuild. They want the whole regime gone. That's what
They're
we're really
praying.
waiting on.
They're
Yeah, we're
praying on our
praying on that
downfall
every day. For real.
Bro, that's wild, bro.
Mhm.
How can Miami Dolphins fan pray on the team's downfall? You think that's real?
I mean, CB, I'm not praying on a downfall, but it's kind of like when you know where the season's heading. I would rather have the number one overall pick instead of being at 18, 19, barely making the playoffs. I don't want to be in that range.
So you want us to lose games at this point?
It's either make it to the playoffs or just get the number one overall pick. Either one.
But there's no in between.
No in between.
You don't want to be nowhere in between.
No.
Okay, so it's make playoffs, or hey, I want them for one overall.
1, 2, or 3. I'm good with that.
Now, if you could choose, which one would you want? Because I know there's people out there who are who want the Dolphins to fail so they can get this reset, this rebuild. If you could choose one, hey, it's win some games, get in the playoffs. That means you might have Tua next year in the same regime, or lose games, fire everybody, blow the shit up, and start over. You choose an A or B.
B.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, CB.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. We've been too patient.
But you win. But you go to the playoffs. Hey, listen, win a game. You win a playoff game. You still going to be, bro? Y'all sick, bro. Hey, y'all some sick cats, bro.
I don't know, CB.
Wolfpack is crazy, bro. Wolfpack is delusional, dog.
Based off the media, everybody been saying that Mike McDaniel gone. Like, you gotta trust those guys because they got connections in the NFL. Like Shannon Sharp, I'm pretty sure he know a lot of people in the NFL, and he said it on Nightcap that Mike McDaniel he out of here. He said it confidently too.
He said it. He said he's gone.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm just speculating. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he said.
And I mean, he's got some ties to people for sure. I mean, if some of these dudes are saying maybe they know, but I think it's trending towards that direction right now for sure. We're trending towards Mike McDaniel being gone. And honestly, if you could put the blame on anybody, who would you put the blame on? Is it Tua? Is it McDaniel? Is it Greer? Let's list it out 1 to 3. Who's first? Who's second? Who's third?
So I recently thought about this, and here's how I'm going to put it. I feel like some games it'd be mostly Tua. Some games it'd be mostly Mike McDaniel. Some games it'd be mostly Chris Greer. Each of them have their reasons as to why we would lose a game. Maybe Chris Greer signed a bad player and it showed on the field. Mike McDaniel called bad plays. We ended up losing the game. Tua played great, but Mike McDaniel called a bad game, so it doesn't even matter if Tua plays a good game. That's what I feel like happened with the Panthers game, pretty much. Mike McDaniel messed that up, so I blame him on that Panthers loss. And Tua could have a bad game. Mike McDaniel could call a good game, but Tua, 3 interceptions, we're never going to win with that. So I feel like it's a mixture of all three. That's why I feel like there's no point of just firing one person. Just get rid of everybody since everybody got a put.
No, I heard you. I heard
Mhm.
you, right? But I'm not letting you off that easy, bro. You got to answer the question. If you're assigning the blame and we're
Okay.
going one, two, three, who is number one, who's two, and who's three?
I'll have to go to the nucleus of this. So I'll probably have to go with Greer.
Greer first.
Yeah, Greer brought in everybody that we're having an issue winning with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the main source, which is Chris Greer.
Okay. So Chris Greer's one. Who's two? Is it two or is it McDaniel?
I say Tua. Tua been here longer, so
Okay.
I give Tua number
Okay.
two. Mike
So
McDaniel number three.
okay. So you got Greer one, Tua two, and McDaniel three.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I know McDaniel. If he leave here, there's already Eagles fans calling for him to be the offensive coordinator for the next year. Already, like good teams actually would want Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator
I can
just to
see
get
that.
his mind in the building. So
I can see that, but I think Mike McDaniel's kind of overrated as a play caller, in my opinion. And I say overrated because he just doesn't run the ball well. He doesn't understand the flow of the game and some people will just how he gets out there just calling plays, right?
yeah,
He doesn't understand, like, okay, all right, so we've went two drives straight, three and outs. We've been passing the ball a lot. I gotta find a way to run the ball and just get some positive yardage to stay ahead of the chains and move the ball a little bit and get us into third and short so we can put ourselves in a good position on, third down to make a play. Right?
but CB, let me stop you right there. I feel like Mike McDaniel would be a great OC with a very good GM who gets consistent good players. Like if he was the OC with the Eagles and he has the personnel that they have in there and Saquon Barkley, of course he gonna do his best, the best that he can with Jalen Hurts, Devontae
I
Smith.
see that's my thing, bro. We got a solid running back group, right?
Mhm.
We got a solid running back group.
But I think it's
Ali
the
Gordon's not getting no Ali Gordon's not getting no touches, bro. Like, and when we go back to that Buffalo game in the first half, Ali Gordon got some touches. We were able to move the ball. We pounded it up the middle a little bit. Just did something different.
yeah.
And Mike McDaniel shows signs of that, and then like he shows signs of just ghosting the run game and not being a priority. And when you have Tua, who is a really good play action quarterback, and really like thrives when the running game is doing what it's supposed to do, you gotta find a way to run the ball efficiently. You
Yeah.
gotta find a way to be a threat with the run game, because if you're not a threat with the run game, bro, like Tua's gonna struggle, and Tua's not a volume guy. I mean, Tua shouldn't be throwing the ball 40 times a game. That's
Mhm.
not that's not the best version of Tua we've seen as Dolphin fans. So I just don't feel like he's I don't feel like he's a good play caller, bro. I mean, I understand where people are. I don't feel like he's there. And if I was to put the blame on somebody, McDaniel is number one. Um, because I felt like McDaniel, this is his baby. This is his team, right?
Yeah.
Defensively, trash. Offensively, struggling at times. You got Tyreek down, you got offensive linemen down, but still, you got to find a way. Nobody cares about everybody being down and the injuries, bro. You have injuries every year. Your team is always the most injured team every year,
Hmm.
right? You still got to find a way. Um, so I got to put it on him because Chris Greer has kind of done a decent job of putting a solid team around him, right? And it wasn't Chris Greer's fault that Jalen Ramsey's gone because he doesn't like to hold people accountable equally.
Hmm.
It's not his fault that Calais Campbell is gone. It's not Greer's fault that Calais Campbell is gone. I think it's ultimately Mike McDaniel and The culture he's created, right? This culture is soft. It's country club. It's club med. It's guys like not really like going hard, and that's where I am. So it's on Mike McDaniel and number one. I'm gonna say Chris Greer too, because I feel like Chris Greer has dropped the ball in terms of being a GM. Because Mike McDaniel can say, "Hey, no, I think we're good with this offensive line," or "No, I
Hmm.
think we're good with this defensive line." But it's ultimately Chris Greer's responsibility to get him players that he feels he could use in his program. And if Chris Greer is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna just do whatever Mike tells me to do," that's not being a GM.
Hmm.
So he's gonna get the second part of it, and I think Tua's third. I think Tua's had some inconsistencies. The injuries have hindered us for sure.
Hmm.
Um, but I think when Tua's in there, he gives us the best shot to win games. Even and I feel like even if we brought in, a good rookie or other guys to compete against him, I feel like Tua initially would still give us the best shot, and I feel like Tua's play hasn't been absolutely terrible this season. He's made some mistakes and some bad moments, but he's been solid. I mean, when you look at touchdowns, he's up there, bro, with the best in the league. DJ,
I seen the two in there posting that on Twitter. I seen that. I seen that.
so I mean, is it Tua's fault? Like, is it Tua's fault right now that we're losing games?
I put him second because of how long he been here. I don't really care about what he has done. He put up the numbers, but there's no playoff wins to show for the numbers that he putting up. You know,
But is that Tua's fault though? Is it ultimately does it come down to Tua? Because I mean I
it
hear
come
the
down to Chris
wins.
Greer and that contract. We should have waited it. Like making the right moves as a GM could be essential to your team having success in the future. We would have been made the playoffs, won a playoff game as long as Chris Greer been here. It's been too long for you not to have anything going on for the Dolphins. Nothing. Our fan base could definitely grow if we get more success, but it has not happened. And I think we need a clean house. And you've seen how these new teams they reset. The Patriots, you see what they're doing right now.
Yeah, the Patriots doing
Reset. Now
work.
they're tougher. Not they look like Mike Vrabel out there. They
Yeah.
really do. By the way they play. So
Yeah, and they've taken on the characteristic of their head coach.
mhm.
and we've taken on the characteristics of our head coach, and yeah, that's how we look. We look soft. Defensively, we're soft, and I can't wait to see some changes made on the defense personnel wise. I think Willie Gay and KJ Brett need to be in there playing linebacker, right? I feel like Jordan Brooks has been suspect and inconsistent. Sometimes he wants to tackle, sometimes he doesn't want to tackle. I feel like some of these edge guys have been soft. Chubb, Phillips, Chop. I feel like they've been soft. I feel like Weaver's taking this approach of dropping them in the coverage. Just like, bro, just line up and play football, bro. Like, how are you trying to get creative? Or you can't even
Mhm.
stop the run. Like, stop the run and then get creative, dog.
I
Like,
mean, good news.
what's the good news?
Anthony Weaver, I watched his press conference today.
What do you say? What do you say?
He mentioned something about Kenneth Grant. He said he seen it click in him during practice. You know, During practice, he looked like the Michigan Kenneth Grant. So next game, watch out for Kenneth Grant.
Man, don't tell me about no labor pains. Just show me the damn baby Weaver. I don't care about what you talking about.
We
Cause
gonna see.
cause he came out last week talking about we gotta be violent. We gotta be and we got out there and
And
we
that,
got
yeah, that's
we got out there and got absolutely thrashed in the running
crazy.
game. Hey, Dowdle went to work on them boys, bro. It's crazy. So
Bro,
I
I thought he
really
was
can't,
Reggie Bush with the number 5 too, bro.
bro. He was taking off,
Hmm.
and then like making dudes miss and just punishing dudes. Like them dudes didn't want to tackle. And bro, that's another thing, bro. You can just tell our team does not tackle in
Hmm.
practice. You can tell they don't get a lot of reps at that shit, bro.
Hmm.
Like when you're an NFL team, if there's one thing you should be doing, it's tackling, bro. Like if you just stunned up at practice and you're never bringing guys to the ground, like how do you get in the game and like do that, simulate that, bro? It's very hard to do. I'm teaching my 10-year-old son how to tackle right now, and it's hard, bro. You can't get it by just studding up and by, bro. You got to be full speed, violent in practice,
Hmm.
bringing your hands, wrapping up, like you can't do that shit by just thinking you can go on Sunday and do it. You got to practice it, and that's where Mike McDaniel drops the ball. He just doesn't. He creates a soft culture.
But at the same time, tackling is a talent as well. Some people naturally have that tackling ability.
Right.
You
Some
know?
people naturally have it, but a lot of people have to work at it.
Yeah.
A lot of people
True.
have to work at it because bro, being a good tackler, you got to get the reps. And
Hmm.
that's what I be telling my son. Like, you can't, bro, it ain't no sitting in the back, bro. You need to be getting as many reps of these tackling drills as you can because it's going to make you more physical. It's going to make you more comfortable. And as you get more comfortable, the sooner you get more comfortable, the sooner you become the hammer and not the nail, bro.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of dudes right now that are just a nail and they just get pounded by running backs and
Hmm.
get pounded up front because they just don't, bro, they just, I can tell they don't have that dog in them because they don't practice like it.
Hmm.
So it's, I mean,
Plus, you got to start playing early too. Once you start playing early, getting used to those hits, once you get to high school,
yeah,
you're gonna see
because
the difference between your kid and other kids.
because it comes naturally too, and he'll be comfortable doing it once he gets into high school, right?
Hmm.
He'll be comfortable doing it because he'll have had the reps. He'll have seen a number of different guys run at him, juke him, try to juke him. And he'll know, oh, okay, I've seen this before. Let me position my body this way. Let me get my head across. Let me wrap up, drop my feet.
Hmm.
And I feel like the Miami Dolphins, some of these players have tackled before. They were good tacklers, but I feel like you could lose that shit if you don't do it often,
Yeah.
right? And if you wait till Sundays to tackle somebody, bro, that's not enough. You
Hmm.
you gonna get ran through a couple of times because you're not used to it. You like that's something you got to do regularly. So that's where we are, bro. We the Miami Dolphins, and we got the big bad Chargers this weekend, man. Fan club
Yeah.
weekend. Shout out to the people going down to the game. I might try to get down this weekend.
Let me know. I'll pull up, but I'm probably not gonna go in the game because I don't got no tickets.
I got a ticket
Sadly.
for you. I got a ticket for you.
What level?
It's high level, but I mean we can maneuver once we get in there.
Okay, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out. If I
Hmm.
come down, it's on like popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah,
I usually just park in Walmart, find my way
walk
to the tailgate.
walk across.
Yeah, I walk across. That's usually what I do.
Yeah, yeah. My son's got a bye week this week too, so that's why I'm kind of tempted to just make that move down. They got two more games on the season and then playoffs.
See, I
Um,
would hate for you to come down here and we lose this game, CB.
I'm already expecting a loss, but if I'm in the building, I feel like shit. I give him a chance to get that dub, bro. I think so. I went to a Chargers game versus the Dolphins in Hard Rock. It was
Yeah,
a
I remember that
long,
game.
it was a long time ago, bro. Not even the one that was recent. It was a long
What
ass
year?
time ago. It was when I lived in Miami, so it might have been like 20, damn, 2017, 2018, something like that. Bro, we
20.
played the Chargers. It was when Philip Rivers was there, I think. Um, and we absolutely killed them, bro. I'm talking about we walked the dog on them boys. I think it was like 30 something to 7. Just a crazy game. But that's not the last time I went to a game, but that was one of my fond memories in Hard Rock Stadium.
I remember the one when we played the Chargers and we had Kiko. He got that
Kiko
interception.
Alonso, yeah,
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 Lenny
yeah.
Tunsil,
What
Brandon Albert.
what was that the game? That might have been the game.
But that was at Chargers though. I
Oh
don't
no, no,
think it
no.
was in
Okay,
Miami.
then it wasn't that one.
Yeah.
It had to be another one. Then I remember
Mhm.
that one though.
That's the last one I remember. But I mean, of course, you said that they're gonna win. Justin Herbert. I feel like since they lost last week to the Commanders, they're gonna get the get back against Miami. And Oronde Gatson, watch out for him, tight end. He might get a touchdown.
Mm.
The
He's
odds
a hey. Isn't that Gaston son who played with the Miami Dolphins?
exactly.
Oh man, he trying to get
Exactly.
one for his pops. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
get one for his pops. Watch out for him. The odds are plus 345, so you could turn 100 to 300 easily on that alone. So that's a little parlay prop for you guys.
Okay.
I'm expecting to have a big game. Marion Hampton, he's hurt, so they're to their backup quarterback. So I'm not expecting Justin Herbert to throw the ball a lot. No, he is going to throw the ball a lot since there's no running backs, and they don't have Joe Alt as well.
That's a tackle, right?
Yeah, they don't have both of their tackles, Slater and Joe Alt. So our D line, there's no excuses this game.
Bruh, what? Our D line about to do a not a damn thing. Don't even worry about it. Hey, them jokers there, bro. Weaver, bro. Weaver. I don't, bro.
I mean, la- even with the Panthers, they had a lot of injuries on their O line. The only injury was Robert Hunt, but they had both of their starting tackles. But if Robert Hunt was in for the Panthers, okay, I give y'all that to rush for 200 yards. But they
Bruh.
had their backup guards in for the
Running
Panthers.
running dudes over, bro. Hey, Mark Jones said we here now. He said a Wolfpack in here, bro. Mark
Oh, okay. I forgot about you. Hey, what's good? My bad, man.
yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Mass Sports World, what's good? Appreciate
Go
y'all
boys.
coming through. Push that like button for your boys, man. Push that like button. But yeah, man. Hey, it doesn't matter. DG, it's all Tua's fault, bro. This is
Mhm.
Tua's fault. Tua wasn't good enough. He's never good enough in these moments. People are mad because he said, it doesn't matter whether I throw 5 INTs or throw 5 touchdowns. I still, go home to my family and see my kids.
I wasn't really
How'd you feel about that?
I wasn't really mad about it, but when I seen the comments, I was like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. To be honest. That's how I feel about it.
Bro, you got to take this shit serious, bro. You're in the wolf pack. You need to be very upset with
No, but
anything Tua says, bro.
I'm I feel like I'm the wolf pack, but I'm the mediator as well. I make sure wolf pack stays intact. Hey,
Okay.
don't push it with Tua. We know that y'all don't like him, but don't be too abusive towards him. He wasn't saying
Oh,
nothing too
okay.
crazy. He said he what did he say that was a lie?
Nah, he didn't, bro. He doesn't lie. That's the crazy thing, bro.
Okay.
He is too honest, honest to a fault. Tua's gonna tell you exactly how he feels.
Yeah.
He has honestly, and I feel
No
like Tua,
filter.
Tua has no filter, and he doesn't have like tact. He doesn't really like know when to like just not address it
Hmm.
and when to address it because there's a lot of things he could just be like, yeah, that's not really on my radar, guys. Next question. But bro feel like he gotta answer every question, and I feel like he takes on the Mike McDaniel approach where he will just ramble with a question, bro. Like you ain't gotta answer every question in detail, bro. You can just be like, yeah, that's not really on my radar. I'm not really worried about what the fans say. I'm focused on winning football games. Next question. Bro gotta go into the man, the fans don't give a damn about the fans, bro. I go home to my wife and kids. It don't matter whether I throw 5 or 15, I'm still going home to the crib. Like,
I
I
mean,
feel like
fans
he ain't
took.
gotta say all of that.
Fans took that as
Like a slap in the
he
face.
like he don't care about the team. That's how they take that.
All right, but is that how you took it?
Um, I ain't take it at that way at first, but I do got a
You
video to show you.
you started you started reading them comments, and then it was like,
I
yeah,
was
the
like,
Wolfpack is right. I should be mad. He
I
don't take
should be
this
mad,
shit
but I'm not gonna
serious.
be mad. That's how I felt.
bro. I mean, I can't. You can't make this stuff up. It doesn't matter what Tua said, bro.
They
This is
gonna
a
find
crazy
something wrong
thing,
with
bro.
it.
It don't matter what DG. It don't matter what. Bro, why does shit do it look like that, bro?
Bro, you seen this?
Nah. What is it? Is this the one where he was like, "Oh,
This is what Tua should be doing. This is what Tua should do now.
no"? He would. Hey, they would kill Tua for this, bro.
Tua can't do nothing without somebody saying something. I
Bro.
swear.
Bro, Shadur is an idiot, bro. Bro, look at his head, bro. Why would he do an interview like this? Get you a haircut, bro. Tighten up,
How
dog.
much has Joe been important to both of you?
And then Dion, he had commented under it.
What did Dion say?
Dion put a whole bunch of laughing emojis. Good job, my son. Man,
Hey,
I
Dion's a
laughed at
fool.
this, bro.
That's hilarious, bro. Look at Mark Jones in there. Mark Jones was good. What do you think about what Kung Fu Tua said, bro? Yeah, we were just talking about that. I don't take that stuff seriously, man. Like, it don't matter what Tua say, y'all gonna be upset. Tua's true to a fault. I feel like I wouldn't have the energy to address all the shit that the media be asking, bro. That I just wouldn't have the energy for it, and I would just move on. Like, honestly, Tua shouldn't give a damn about what the fans think. And I heard people say this. I heard somebody say today that um Tua should be concerned with what the fans say because we put money in his pocket.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
Now that's what I heard him say. That's what I heard somebody say. Now, that's not true at all. Tua's checks are signed by Stephen Ross. He should only be concerned with his head coach, his position coach, GM Chris Greer, front office personnel, and Stephen Ross. He ain't got to be worried about what anybody else in the fan base think about. Think about him. Like he doesn't have to be worried. Like the fans, Stephen Ross reports to the fan base, right? So if fans are upset and they're griping and they're not showing up to games, that's a Stephen Ross problem. That's not a Tua Tagovailoa problem. Now, if Stephen Ross wants to have that conversation with Tua and say, "Hey, bro, you got to tighten up because you messing up my pockets and you messing up my fan base," that's a different story. But Tua shouldn't be concerned with what fans got going on and their gripes and them not having a playoff win for 25 years. He should just be focused on doing the best he can and win football games.
See, I think you need to hear this out again so you can have a different perspective on this. So let me just play it real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I would say it hasn't been as difficult this year, just because, as I've said in prior interviews, I'm not on social media. Like, I don't have any of that. Um, and then outside of that, like, I go home, I see my kids, whether I throw 5 picks.
Why you have to say that specifically?
Bro. Yeah, he didn't have to say the 5 picks. He was just like he could have just said whether I have a good game or whether I have a bad game, my family's still gonna love me type shit.
Did he have a game that he threw 5 picks before?
No, bro, he's never thrown 5 picks.
I was
He
about to
did.
say.
People gonna say he had a practice. People gonna say he had a practice where he threw 5 picks. It was raining that day. But yeah, man, I mean, we can continue. Let me hear it all the way through, bro.
Okay.
Or 5 touchdowns. We win the game, we lose the game. I get to come home to my kids who are happy to see me every time. Yeah,
I don't find a problem with that, bro.
That,
I mean,
that last part, a little shady.
it's a little. It is. I mean, it's a slight, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
a dig at the fan base, like, bro, like. But honestly, I'm the type of person that I realize that, bro, these people are humans. They got families. They're just there to do a job. This is also entertainment for me. So I don't take this shit too seriously. It's a game. I don't get paid off this shit. So I don't really like stress about the Miami Dolphins losing games. They lose games, they lose games. It's not gonna affect me to where it affects my family life and things I have going on. it's for entertainment purposes. Of course, I want the Miami Dolphins to win, but I do understand that there's only one team that win the Super Bowl every year, and it's mostly likely going to be the Chiefs or the Philadelphia. I mean, or the Philadelphia Eagles. Like from what we can see from the past 5 years. So I just don't really like take this shit too seriously,
Mhm.
and that's why I think there's a lot of people who do have do take it seriously. And I think there's also a lot of people who just fake care about it and just want to have something to say to be negative. Because I feel like there's a lot of people like that in the community too, who just need something to talk about and be negative about. Because I hear more negative than I hear, and I should hear more negative right now, but I don't hear any like solutions. I just hear, oh, two is the problem. I don't hear anything about, damn, this defense is sorry. Like, let's go find some defensive linemen. Like, who's on the waiver wire we can pick up? Who are free agents we can bring in? Like, what's the solution? Do we move people around? I don't hear a lot of talk like that when I hear people talk about the Miami Dolphins. I just hear a lot of, oh, they're trash. The two is the problem. Let's tank and then blow
I
it
mean,
up.
CB, who would want to come here? Like, trade deadline is on the way.
Yeah.
I feel like players have more power now to choose where they want to go to compared to back in the day. Like, they can't just get traded. So I feel like teams are being cool with the
But you
player by letting
but
them
you
go to a team that they really want to go to.
but we could really like make a move for somebody. You don't think we can make a move for somebody right now on the defensive line or like in the line at the linebacker position that would help the defense?
We'll probably have to give up a high draft pick that I'm not willing to give up.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's
As
what
of
you're
right
saying.
now, I mean, somebody that's worth it and that's going to get us over the hump. Of course, I would give up a first round pick, but I don't know what that player would be. It'll probably be like a top tier quarterback, but we know nobody going to give that away.
He's,
You know,
he said he want a top tier quarterback. That's what he said.
like if somebody offered us Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, you not like biting at that, CB?
Oh, yeah. I mean, bro, nobody's doing that. I see
Of
what you're
course, that's
saying,
exactly
but
what I'm
all
saying.
right.
Yeah.
So let's say somebody offered you Jared Goff or um who else? Who else got I put in there? Let's say somebody offered Jared Goff right now.
Mhm.
Detroit said, "Hey, we'll swap with you. You got to give me a high draft pick. Would you make that move?" But that's
Jared
Jared
Goff,
Goff, bro. That's Jared Goff.
a first.
A first and Jared Goff.
I'll give up a second for Jared Goff.
Okay, so you would give up a second and two for Jared Goff. You
Yeah,
make that move.
yeah.
Okay. That's fair, bro. I mean, I wouldn't make that move because I feel like Jared Goff and two are similar quarterbacks. I just feel like Jared Goff has a better team around him right now. And that's why he's able to be successful and win playoff games.
But I feel like it's the regime. Like I got this video I got to show you about Daniel Jones. He has been going through a very good um last few games with the Colts.
Yeah.
Look like the comeback player of the year. On this video, he's talking about how he has changed based off the different teams he's been on. So I
Ooh.
have a feeling this could happen with Tua. He ends up on the right team that builds the team correctly around him, and he has some type of success and then falls back down to earth, just like Ryan Tannehill did with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill, he left the Dolphins, went to the Tennessee Titans. They had Derrick Henry. First few years, they had a lot of success, and then it died down. Feel like the
Yeah.
same thing gonna happen with Tua. It just depends on that right team to pick him up and pick up where he should have left off.
Hey, shout out to the homie Chef Jew in the building. We appreciate
Yes,
you coming through. The ambassador is here. Appreciate you coming through, big dog. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and take the video out, bro.
Okay.
Daniel Jones, New York Giants, and then go to Minnesota and come here. What are some of the things you feel like you've grown in, or maybe experiences you've had that you've matured from?
Well, I always thought I worked, really hard. I tried to work really hard, and was important to me to prepare, watch film, study. And I think I did that, But then going to Minnesota, I saw how Sam prepared, how Kevin prepared those guys, Josh McCown, Grant Udinski, that crew, and how detailed they were day in and day out on every little bit of the plan and how they're going to study it, what they're looking for, walking through it, quizzing each other in the quarterback room, and that made a big impression on me. And I was like, okay,
Can we pause it
this
right
is.
there? Can we pause, bro? And this is very key, right? Because people talk about like culture and they talk about system and they talk about how quarterbacks are successful in this league. Quarterbacks are really very system dependent, right? And I feel like quarterback is a position where you can have all the talent in the world. If you go into a shitty system, you are going to be a shitty quarterback, right? And I don't feel like the Dolphins have a shitty system, but I feel like we have a system similar to what he had in New York with the Giants, right? It just lacked the attention to detail, the way the guys prepared, the way the quarterbacks quizzed each other, the way they prepared for the game, the way they took notes. And bro, we hear players like Tyreek Hill say, "Oh yeah, I just started taking notes recently," right? And that comes with the attention to detail. I feel like a lot of times Mike McDaniel is winging it. And I feel like he's not preparing his guys to go into these games properly. I feel like a lot of times we're playing from behind the eight ball instead of playing in attack mode and being able to jump on teams early and just absolutely like obliterate them. But I feel like it has a lot to do with the classroom, and I feel like that's a proponent that the Miami Dolphins might be missing is that attention to detail in the classroom and the way Tua prepares, the way he knows the offense, the way he can check out of stuff and get into something else. Like I just feel like Mike McDaniel hasn't really done a good job of like developing him into a quarterback that could do it all. Like, bro, it's his 6th year in the league. You got to start like you got to stop holding hands and you got to let him go. Like you got to let him go out there and play football.
Let me ask you this. So, do you think Mike McDaniel did the most that he could do with Tua, or do you think there's a
No
coach out there that could have got
way.
more out of Tua?
No way. I think there's a coach out there that could get more out of Tua. I think if you put Tua in Minnesota with a guy like that, who I mean, I think he's a phenomenal head coach. I think he's also a great play caller, and I think he also understands that hey, these guys really need to be dialed in. Right? They need to be walking through this stuff. They need to understand where guys are going to be. Like, I feel like there's a lot of that. I feel like Mike McDaniel's just a little. I feel like he's lax. I feel like when you look at Mike McDaniel, he doesn't look like the type of guy that's like, hey, we got to be dialed in. We want to be this. We got to be consistent. We're going to do it 1,000 times until we get it right. I feel like that's not McDaniel's personality. I feel like he's just casual, go lucky. Oh, let's have fun. Oh yeah, I love that. Let's do that again. But it's not. And see, this is the thing. I liked Flores, but I didn't like Flores because he couldn't get along with people in the building. But I did like the fact that he was very process oriented. He was very stern on players. He had high expectations for them. But there's a way to do that. There needs to be some balance there, right? And I feel like Mike McDaniel is the exact opposite of what Flores was. And I feel like that's not what the team needed. I feel like they didn't need just the exact opposite. I feel like they need somebody that's a little bit closer to Flores, but also had the ability to build relationships and also be a player's coach at times. And I feel like Mike McDaniel just is the exact opposite of that, bro.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel, he just, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that too much.
Go ahead and say it, bro. He go with the win, bro.
Let's let Daniel Jones speak, and maybe we could make a final assumption in regards to who's actually to blame.
Okay.
You know,
This is maybe the next level of some of that stuff. And I think that changed. I think Kevin's just how aggressive he was in the play calling. I mean, you guys see it. It's like it's play pass, but it's a lot of drop back shots. You know, taking their chances, and that made an impression on me too. So you know, I think several things like that, and just being around those guys.
And now
there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing you get with different systems. And I think it's probably going to take Tua going somewhere else and learning from another head coach and another offensive coordinator to really like understand it and get it, right? He's already been through a few offensive coordinators, but I feel like he may need a change of scenery.
You think Tua needs a change of scenery?
I think that's what it's going to take. And I feel like at this point, it's almost like the Tannehill situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like the fans have grown. There's a large portion of the fans that have grown tired with the Tua Tagovailoa experiment, and I think we're to the point now where it's almost like I'm just tired of arguing with y'all. Like, yeah, just go ahead and like move off of them, and then so we could do the same thing over again with the next guy, right? We did this. We tried this with Tannehill, right? Then we bring in Tua, and we do the same thing. We don't build a team around him, right? Tannehill leaves us, and he's successful somewhere else because he has a better football team. The Miami Dolphins fan base just doesn't learn from history. Like, we had the best quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks ever, and still could win.
But CB, you got to figure that there's something wrong when your rebuild takes longer than other people's rebuild. Commanders, they were the worst team in the NFL. Now they're one of the best. Even before the Dolphins could win a playoff game. You know, I could never imagine. Look what happened last week. The Panthers, I can't even go to sleep and dream about that happening, and it happened in real life. Like, I don't know, CB.
You're right, and I think it's organizational though. I don't think it's one man, and I think that's where a lot of fans want to put it. A lot of fans want to put it on Tua, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when we step back and look at it, bro, from top to bottom, I think, but there's some issues in the organization. There's some issues with team building. There's some issues with the culture. There's some issues with the way they approach practice and the way they prepare for games. I think these are all issues, bro.
And that's why you must clear house instead of keeping one person. Because if you keep Tua in the regime and you get rid of everybody else, at that point, you kind of giving Tua a few more years to be on the team to get everything right. I mean, if you want to take that route, you can take that route. Or maybe we miss out on a generational talent in college, a young player too that we could get on a cheaper contract. We got to look into that as well. You know, I'd rather go through that, be able to build an old line in front of that rookie quarterback and just go with it that way. Hopefully we find a little Jaden Daniels. You know, we find somebody that could execute at an early time. And I think there's some quarterbacks available in college that could probably do it, but nobody talking about them right now. But once playoff come about, NFL scouts gonna go out there. You know, I don't know. I think we're gonna be in the running for one of those top QBs in college.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
But yeah, CB, I got this video I wanted to show you. It's about Tyreek. You know, he not in for the whole season. He out. I don't know if we're gonna see him in 2026.
Yeah. This the video right here?
Yeah. You gotta read the caption though.
Tyreek Hill knowing he doesn't have to play with Tua as his quarterback ever again. Bro. Oh, bro, y'all they killing it, bro. They killing it. I don't know, man. People said this when he came out. Like people said his reaction was that he was excited that he didn't have to play with Tua anymore. How did you feel about people saying that? You felt that was valid?
I mean, because when I seen him on that cart, he was just like, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I don't know. I don't know
You
how
so you
Tyreek
felt
was.
like he could have been like, yeah, I'm glad I'm done with this shit.
It could be that. You know, I don't want to make no assumptions, but I don't know. I don't know. Knowing Tyreek, he seemed like a tough guy. To be honest, he's been through a lot of stuff, but he doesn't show it.
Yeah,
You know, he's
yeah.
still charismatic every time we see him.
And I think I didn't get that. I feel like Tyreek's the type of guy that he's gonna laugh and be excited, um, through the pain, through knowing that he's got to fight and rehab, and his leg is messed up. So I feel like Tyreek was more of like man, like damn, like man, I gotta show some heart right here. I gotta show some excitement, give some love to the fans, because I'm the heart of the team type situation. I don't want to come out sad and my team ends up losing a game type situation because of that. So that was my thoughts on it. But people took that and kind of ran with it for sure.
I mean, he ain't crying no nothing. Like a gruesome injury like that, a dislocated knee. And, you know, I did my research on that, and um, he could have gone through much worse. Like the artery could have got ripped, and that would have been like crucial right there. But I think it was like a MCL tear. Have you ever had your ACL tear before?
No, my
Yeah.
brother tore his ATL twice his senior year of high school. So
Wow.
yeah, so my brother tore his ACL twice playing basketball, but that was tough for him to like manage, you know, coming back from one rehab and then having to do it again. It's a lot, bro. But
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy,
bro,
bro.
it's tough, bro. And then ACL surgery was a lot different back then. That was like 20 years ago, bro. It was just
Mhm.
the technology's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Let me get to the comments, man.
Dang, they talking about Tua haters, bro. What's up with that?
Okay. No way, bro. Oh, that's Wayne.
He said this guy with CB is a known Tua hater, so he'll push this narrative. Dang, why you killing the wolf pack, Wayne D? Dang.
Bro,
Wayne D said, "How about I get rid of Weaver trash instead of putting all this on Tua?" Bro, they killing. Hey, Wayne D, they killing Tua right now, bro. They say Tua the reason why we losing games, man.
I mean, how much DCs we gonna go through?
I don't know. That's a great question, bro. I'm tired of going through DCs too. We done been
Exactly.
through. We done been through everybody, bro.
Mhm.
Hey, we at this point, give me Vance Joseph back. Gee,
But he don't got he not gonna have Certain over here.
nah, he definitely ain't gonna have no Sertan over here, bro.
You gotta remember that right there for sure.
Yeah. What else you got? You got anything else for us, bro? So, what you think about this game this week, man? You think Chargers versus the Dolphins? Do we have a shot, dog?
Let me pull up. I got this website that I use.
Okay,
Hold on.
bro. That look like a haunted house, bro.
You would have thought they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Okay, hold on. Let me share this page. Okay. Can you see it? Or I mean zoom in. So this is like all the stats, you know, for the Chargers versus Dolphins game. They don't have the spread out just yet. Um, the all-time record.
All time record. What's the all time record?
Let me see. what is it? 1-3 based off the
1-3.
last 4 matchups.
Oh, so we've won. Damn.
Okay, yeah, this
Yeah,
is better.
we have won 3 of the last. We have won 3 of the last 4. And that's honestly, I think that's every matchup between Tua and Herbert. Because Tua won the first one.
Like
Herbert.
these the stats for all like the games that Justin Herbert played against the Dolphins. So you can see like the amount of times that Justin Herbert passed, the amount of yards.
Can you zoom in on that?
Let me try.
You might have. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I think the Dolphins are gonna have to get to him if and make it difficult on them if we're gonna have a shot at winning this game. I'm just convinced that that's the only way we're gonna challenge these dudes is if they get to Herbert a little bit, create some turnovers. We've struggled though.
I mean, it seems like Tua last time Tua played the Chargers, he had 466 yards passing.
Damn. That was the game. Where did he play that game at? That was in LA?
Yeah, LA.
That was in LA. That was the close game. That was the season opener, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like, I feel like Tua has really good games versus Herbert. I feel like the only time they really got us was that when they played us late in the season, they were manning up our guys and we couldn't do nothing offensively. So they absolutely shut us down. Wayne D said Chargers running for 250 on Weaver's defense, bro. Weaver's defense, bro. We
The
already had Wayne D. We had that conversation, bro. Them boys is bad.
So, the running back for the Chargers is Hassan Haskins, former running back for Michigan. He okay. He gonna get a lot of carries. He hasn't been getting no carries this year, so I'm not too worried about him. I think if our D line can't stop this guy, it's over, CB. Like somebody getting fired.
You think so?
Yeah. So if you cannot stop Hassan Haskins, bro, this is not Saquon Barkley. This is not Cam
But
Snyder.
bro, we couldn't stop Dwaddle, and we don't know. We ain't Dwiddle, and we Dwiddle Dum Diddle. Like
Rico Dwaddle. I don't know,
bro. We couldn't stop him. So I just don't know, bro.
And they got Vidal. He okay running back. So they gonna have like a split carry type of deal. But I feel like Justin Herbert, he does have success passing on the Dolphins moderately. You know, he threw for 367 at one point. You know, he going I think at least 2 passing touchdowns, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, our secondary is a little suspect.
But at that point, you would need our offense to hold on strong. I feel like the main reason why we lost that Panthers game was because we got away from Darren Waller. You know, Darren Waller could have easily scored like 3 touchdowns that game, to be honest. He scored one early, could have scored one right before the half, and he could have scored another one at the second half, and we would have won the game. That's what I feel like.
Yep, but guess what we did? We didn't go to him all second half, and guess what we got? That's exactly what we got. A butt whooping.
You know, and on top of that, I was watching the press conference for the OC. One thing he mentioned with Darren Waller, that year that he had over 1,000 yards receiving, he only had 2 or 3 touchdowns that year. Darren Waller only been with us for 2 games. He already has 3 touchdowns.
Damn, that's crazy.
He could get to 10 this year. And if he gets to 10, if he wants to continue to play, we're going to have to sign him to a big contract.
Yeah, man, they gotta be used a little bit more. I would like to see him line up in line sometimes, just a little bit, just to give us the element that maybe he could run block one time and maybe get into the flats or something like that. I feel
Yeah.
like you gotta kind of move him around. You can't just use them the same way every time. And Mike McDaniel's like, bro, he took him away from us in the second half, and I didn't think that was the case. I just
Nobody
think,
could guard him. Like even their best DB, JC
bro,
Horn couldn't guard him.
bro, you give him the ball 1-on-1, he's gonna find a way to at least
Come
box out.
down with it.
Yeah, he gonna try to come down with it. Like I just feel like Mike McDaniel's is. I feel like he be spaced out in these games, bro. I don't know what he be calling on the sideline, bro. He be spaced out though.
No, but it seems like Darren Waller has good history against the Chargers, so we might get a big game from Darren Waller. He went for 150 before against the Chargers. That's
Damn.
impressive.
He was in their division, right?
Yeah, with the Raiders.
Oh yeah, with the Raiders. Yeah. So he's definitely had some games.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a big passing game. I'll take the over on the points. They don't have the lines here yet. You know, you could look at the over and unders for games here. You know, this is where I do all my research on player stats, how they match up with other players.
Bro got all the websites and stuff, bro.
You see, I'm an analyst.
My dog be
You
doing
know.
it all.
See, Devon, like I'm gonna give y'all an example in the chat. So with Devon A Chain, you could look at other running backs similar to him to see what performance they had against that same team. So, you know, with the Buccaneers, Bucky Irving, very similar running back to Devon A Chain. He went for 117 yards. So I mean, Devon A Chain should have a big game. They got Javonte Williams. I don't really think he's like Devon A Chain. He ain't have a good game. It seems like against the elusive running backs, they go for a lot of yards on the Chargers. You know, the Chargers run defense, we could take advantage with A Chain, but you know, Tua like to pass the ball a lot to Devon A Chain. So that may stop a lot of things. But even with Devon A Chain, you know, he could be a number one receiver if he really wanted to. It's just the fact that we got him as a running back, but you know, he might make that change. Who knows? He might be like, you know what? Tired of taking all these hits at running back. Let me just go to slot. And that's about it. I thought they was gonna do that when Tyreek Hill got hurt, but he's still playing that running back role. And I think the coaching staff don't trust Ali Gordon enough, even though he showed us enough already.
I don't get it, bro. You're a running back, bro. Running back should be the easiest position to transition at. Bro, you're literally just getting in there running the ball. Like you may have to like pass block every now and then or something, bro. But that shit should not be difficult. I don't understand why you can't get him in there to run the ball. I feel like that's just Mike McDaniel being stubborn too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's another week of football, another opportunity for us to go out here and maybe get a win. We'll see what the Dolphins do. I just know this defense has been absolutely atrocious. And the offense is stalled out at times. But I don't think it's necessarily I think it's us shooting ourselves in the foot. It's not like I don't feel like these people are like actually like stopping us. I feel like we are just not locking in and doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I mean, how much of a percentage you think Ali Gordon should be getting in regards to running the ball? Because right now his run share percentage is not going above 36%. It's 36 or lower. You think it should be 50-50, 45?
No, I think it should be like 40-60. Because I feel like you got to use them in some of those downhill situations where you need just 3 to 4 yards. I feel like A-Chain shouldn't be the guy you're using in those situations. I feel like A-Chain should be the guy you use when you want to go outside or do stuff like that.
I feel like Devon A-Chain is Mike McDaniel's favorite player.
Yeah,
Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like he is I feel like he's his favorite player.
Yeah,
I feel like he's more of like his toy. His toy that he could do a lot with. and like use him as a gadget guy. I feel like that's like he playing Madden or some shit. Like I feel like he think he's playing Madden on the sideline, bro.
I mean, just like how the 49ers use McCaffrey,
Yeah.
I feel like that was Mike McDaniel's goal to make his own Christian McCaffrey, and I do think we got that with him. I do think so. But we just gotta get a second running back. We trying to build that Detroit Lions running back backfield.
Hey, put Wade D's comment up there. His last comment. Hey, bro, not lying though. He said this joke team can't get it done. Let's say Tua scores on the last possession. Defense will have let the team score again, like all game. Bro,
Yeah.
you not lying. That's so Miami Dolphins too. Like
Mhm.
Tua throws a touchdown to Waddle to go ahead, and then they come right back down and score again. It's just like, bro, we can't catch a break. We can't get a stop when we need to. Bro, we just can't play complimentary football. Like that's the story of the Miami Dolphins, bro. They can't figure it out. They can't play a good game of football together, bro. Offense and defense. Shit's crazy.
You think Ramsey or Calais would have made a difference based off our record right now, or like with Ramsey and Calais, what do you think our record is right now?
Um, with Ramsey and Calais, what's our record right now?
Yeah,
Shit. What are we? 1-4?
yeah,
I think 3-2.
3-2, like the Chargers.
Yeah, I think that's just based off like them being leaders and being good players too.
Mhm.
I feel like Calais would be able to coach up some of these young guys on the defensive line and just get them right. Excuse me.
Yeah,
And I feel like thank you. And I feel like Ramsey would get some of those guys in the secondary, right? And he kind of give the defense an attitude that, we weren't gonna go out here and get punked like we've been getting punked all season. So that's how I feel on that. So I think we're probably, yeah, at least 2 games better. At least 2 games better than we are right now. Because we've had some close games, bro. And that's the thing. A couple plays here or there can change the dynamic of a football game.
That's true. That's true. But that I feel like that's just the difference in regards to Anthony Weaver's defense being as bad at it as it is. It's just we need a few elite players on our defense, and we would have been steady.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
I think we tried to go the cheap route and take the young approach, and I feel like that's not always the answer. Um, and I felt like Mike McDaniel should have found a way to keep Ramsey around. I think he should have found a way to mend that prior to the season because it would have helped us be a lot better football team. And maybe if that situation isn't the situation that it is, a guy like Calais Campbell stays around instead of leaving. Like we just don't know what effect that had on him either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the injury report right now, based off today's practice. Tyra Dotson, it seems like he probably not gonna play this week. So
Yeah, sit your ass down anyways. Linebacker, sit your ass down. But you ain't tackling nobody anyways. Yeah,
Darren
I
Waller.
wanna see KJ Britt and Willie Gay go in there and make some plays, man. I'm tired of seeing the group that we got in there.
Yeah, they're gonna have to split time and see whoever come out the B, you know.
Yeah.
So Larry Borum for participation. Aaron Brewer seemed like he dealing with something limited. Elijah Campbell did not practice. They elevated what's his name, Colbert, from the practice squad to play. Storm Duck limited practice. Ankle. Tua. I know you heard about that hip and hand injury that just popped up out of nowhere with Tua. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah. I heard about that. The hip and hand injury. People were kind of going crazy about that too.
I mean, CB, this is the thing that happened in college, and look what's going on, man. It's just like, come on. And
Yeah.
Cedric Wilson, welcome back to the Dolphins. You know,
That bit ain't doing nothing.
I mean, he know the scheme, he know the playbook, so we gotta give him that. Let's check out the Chargers. Matlock, questionable. This is a D lineman that they use as fullback as well. You gotta be on the lookout for him. Keenan Allen, they resting veteran rest, so he getting that Teron Armstead treatment. Joe Alt did not practice. Love that right there.
We need everything we can get right now, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Mekhi Becton, full participation. You know, big guard. We gotta watch out for him. Darius Davis. Not a big threat, but who knows? You never know. Bud Dupree, limited. Deshaun Hand, former Dolphin, did not practice. Quentin Johnston, limited in practice. Okay. But I still think like none of these injuries is going to stop Justin Herbert from taking off on us, to be honest.
Yeah, Justin Herbert gonna get his. At some point, he gonna throw a crazy throw on our sorry ass defense. At some point, he gonna make somebody miss in the backfield and get off platform and make a crazy throw. I don't know. We will see.
But one thing I'll say, the games are always close versus the Chargers. So I'll take Dolphins plus 3.5. I don't know. What would you take?
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Money line? You take Dolphins money line?
What's the money line?
Money line is just straight up that you're gonna take the Dolphins.
Yeah, I would take the Dolphins straight up.
So like the spread is, I said plus 3.5. So I'm guessing that the Dolphins won't lose by more than that amount of points.
So you're saying they won't lose by?
So it's been 6. They lost by 6 in this game. They lost by 2 in this game. They lost by how much? 6 in this game. So you see how all the games are close.
Yeah. So you're saying it's gonna be a close game for the most part.
Yeah, close game, but we gonna see. Just as long as they put up points.
I think the offense is gonna put up points. I just don't think defense is gonna stop nobody, bro. I think that's gonna be the story of our season if we don't figure out this defense, bro. Offense is gonna score points. Defense is not gonna be able to stop anybody.
True.
Man, Mr. Polk in the building. Mr. Polk say, sorry, defense and offense. Everyone gets the blame, including Tua. Everyone does get the blame, Mr. Polk. And that's how it should be. Everybody, coaching staff, organization, everybody should get the blame. It shouldn't just be one man. Tank with Tua. I hear you.
What that mean?
That means he
Tank with Tua?
Yeah, tank with Tua. You don't know that,
bro.
bro.
If we tank with Tua, we're gonna break him down, man. Like
the Wolfpack got it right now, bro. The Wolfpack killing it.
But CB, if you're in a tank, what does that most likely mean?
That you're losing games.
It could also mean that you have a bad line.
Yeah, that can mean that too.
And
I mean, you got a bad defensive line too.
Exactly. So I wouldn't want Tua on a tanking team. I want Tua on a playoff team with everything around him.
Yeah.
So
we'll see, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody for coming through and checking us out tonight. Hey, we're gonna crank up on our channel probably next week. Let's start just rolling it out on the Dolphins Nightcap and forcing people to go over there and subscribe. We appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Punch that like button for us, stopping through and hanging with us. People. Hey, boy, the Wolfpack out tonight, boy. Wayne D tight. Wayne D in that bit tight tonight. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. DG, what you got for him?
I mean, sorry, y'all. I've been busy. I got a sports media company that's been blowing up in my city, Palm Beach Ballers. I could go check it out.
Yeah, check out Palm Beach Ballers. I follow him from Cam's account and I follow him from my account. So
You
y'all
got big things. I'm trying to get a Dolphin game, man, to be on the field. I'm trying hard. Like I'm emailing people in the building so I get access so I could post some content for that exactly. I'm trying to go to FAU game, FIU game, doing all that. I'm trying to get that settled. Then I'm gonna be back on my page streaming daily, just talking Dolphins. So, I'm just working every day, doing what I gotta do. And I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back for sure.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. Wolfpack in here, Wayne D in here, killing the Wolfpack. Irv in the building. I see you, Irv, man. Shout out to everybody coming through, rocking with us. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Go ahead and drop that outro and let's get up out of here, DG. Hey, we out here next week too.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm going live soon from my channel. So
I mean, you say you going. Are you sure you're going to the Chargers game?
I might come down. I don't know yet. I got tickets. So honestly, I may send you a ticket anyways. If I don't come down. So yeah. So I'll let you know.
All right, bet. But y'all.
Peace. Appreciate y'all, man.